Hello and welcome to another edition of the Rooters Podcast. This is episode 34, February the 8th of 2026. Yeah, by the tone of my voice, you can probably already tell this is probably not going to be a good episode. All right, well, you're all your own by now. Some of you Patriots fans are still kind of just after the game. Yeah, we'll get into that soon though. But first, let's just talk about the Celtics because that was the thing that kind of started the day off pretty bad. Yeah, just wasn't a good game at the Garden. We did kind of try to rally back at the end, but in the end, bad fouls, just poor shooting also too. Yeah, definitely poor shooting. Ooh. Okay. Well, I just saw a very not too great stat. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Unfortunately, Knicks pull away with the win at the Garden early on Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, 111-98. Oof. I just saw a very not too great looking stat. All right, we'll get into it. All right. Jaylen Brown, he had 26 points. Derek White had 19. Bears Shireman had 10, and also we'll talk about that pretty soon. He had 10, and then Vucevic had 11. Okay, good, pretty good day off the bench from him. And then who else points wise? I'll probably go Luka Garza. Those are my 5-point getters. Jaylen Brown with 26. Derek White with 19. Vucevic with 11. Baylor Shireman with 10. He had a pretty good game for the most part for a guy that started at guard. And then 6 from Luka Garza. Or, well, me, if you maybe put Peyton Pritchard. Maybe a tie between him and Peyton Pritchard, maybe. All right, for that last part. All right, and then rebounds. Your rebound leader was Baylor Shireman. And at that point, now that gives him the double-double. So he had a double-double day. 10 points, 13 rebounds. Pretty good. All right. 6 from Vucevic. 5 from Anitas Keita, our basketball star from Portugal. And Jaron Walsh had 6 too. I forgot. Him and Vucevic are tied for second for rebounds in this game with 6. Keita, so that would put maybe him 4th. And then, this is a tough one between, since Ron Harper Jr. had 3, or give Ron Harper Jr. He played more minutes, so 3. But Luka had also 3 too, so that's why I was kind of Luka Garza, yeah. Assists. Peyton Pritchard had 7. Shireman had 5. Derek White and Jaylen Brown had 4, and then who else? Literally a tie between Keita and Walsh with 1 assist. Steals, not too many, only 4. So it was Peyton Pritchard with 2, and then Jaylen Brown and Jordan Walsh with 1. 3 blocks and those. Oh, hey Sam, I am welcome to the chat. All right, and then blocks. It was literally Jaylen Brown with 1, Vucevic with 1, and then Ron Harper Jr. with 1. All right. Field goals, we were 34 of 92. All right. This is the stat I was kind of thinking about. 7 from 41 from free-point land. 17.1. Yep, the frees were not falling today, and literally that was not one of the things that is part of the Missoula system. Lob frees, and hopefully those lobbing frees will get in. Yeah. Love it how ESPN showed that whole coaching system at pregame. Let's see, turnovers 10, so not bad. 21 fouls. Some of these fouls, some in the game looked a little fishy, like, that's a foul? And the officiating might have been bad today. Even Missoula had to, challenge that. I think he won on one of them. It was, late in the game, but yeah. Yeah, it was not a tough game, and that's kind of what happens, especially when you just try to drain freeze. It will come back to bite. Just 7 out of 41. I can't believe that. Wow. Ugh. I did watch along. I had the game on mute though because I hate ESPN's commentary. I do. Yeah. All right. So after that game, all right, we are 39 and 19, which right now it actually ties us right now with the Knicks for second place in the Eastern Conference. All right. In a way. Still leading is Detroit right now with a 38 and 13 record. Man, the Hornets just keep winning 9 straight in a row. Or wait, was that did they play today? Oh, they didn't play today. Okay, never mind. But they do play tomorrow. Oh, well, maybe that streak might come to an end tomorrow. Guess who they're playing? Detroit. Ugh. Yeah, they might lose. But you never know. But yeah, so that does put us still in second place, but tied with the Knicks right now, which yeah, uh, which isn't totally that bad. And I kind of did hear some news about maybe Jalen or Jason Tatum potentially coming back. Maybe he still might come back. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm at that point where like he comes back, great. Not whatever. Yeah. And Sam I am has left the chat. All right. Sorry about that, buddy. All right. See you next time, though. All right. Next time the Celtics do not play again until Wednesday. Huh. So maybe 2 days off, maybe. Because, yeah, as I said, there's no Bruins games until like the 26th because of the Winter Olympics, which, by the way, it looks like Wednesday is also when they start Olympic men's hockey games, stuff like that, as we were alluding to last night and stuff like that during our live chat. Hey, thanks again for all those who joined in and stuff like that, and just, yeah, trying to do as much commentary as we can. I mean, I tried experimenting with that. I mean, I wish I could have done a little bit more and stuff like that, but it is what it is. It's the first try, and you don't really get it good on the first try, but we have many tries. Yeah. So that is it for the Celtics game. Let's talk about the Patriots game. It was a pretty okay game, apart from the fact that we lost. I mean, defense, for the most part, kept us in the game, but just the offense, once again, especially Drake May, wasn't really his best game. And that's kind of where we fell apart. Seattle kind of just curb stomped us. We only got a few touchdowns, and yeah, that ends the season. Super Bowl 7, or the 7th banner for the Patriots. We'll have to wait a bit. Final score, Seattle 29, Patriots or New England 13. Congratulations to Seattle. Let's get into the game. All right, let me pull it up real quick. Come on, ESPN. You've done enough fucking me over today, so might as well. All right, play by play. Here we go. All right, so first quarter begins with a 8-play, 51-yard drive that lasted like 3 minutes and 2 seconds, but resulted for Seattle with a 3-goal or field goal attempt from. Oh, I gotta roll. All right, from Myers, 33 yards to make it 3-0 Seattle. Then nothing worse, and a drive from New England ended in a punt. A drive from Seattle that ended in a punt. And then same thing, back and forth. Yeah, punts, which ended the first quarter 3-0 Seattle. Then the second quarter gets off. The first scoring play gets off with a 8-play, but resulted in. Hold on. Okay, get out of here. Come on. Ugh, come on, get out of here. It's doing it again. My God, poor connection. Let's stop. Is it going to go away? All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I can't tell with the poor connection and stuff like that. It's just got us in, like, just. You're picking a right time to put this dumb internet connection. All right. All right. Anyway, so anywho, so lasted with a and the drive ended for Seattle with another field goal, 39 yards, 6-0 Seattle. All right. At least our defense is kind of holding them off. Then second quarter ends, or halftime comes to halftime with one more drive for Seattle. 9 plays, 34 yards, but resulted in it lasted for 2 minutes and 39 seconds. And once again resulted in another field goal attempt from Myers. This one 41 yards. It is 9-0 Seattle heading into the third quarter. Then another punt. Again, for New England, we had to keep punting the ball away. And then another drive for Seattle, this time 10 plays, 69 yards, which lasted 4 minutes and 50 seconds. But once again, ended in another field goal attempt from Myers, 41 yards, this time also 12-0 Seahawks. And then nothing else. And then we fumbled the ball again to end the third quarter, which was not great. Our O-line was also making it difficult for Drake May tonight too. I will also give them credit. Yeah, even Will Campbell was not even blocking people too, and he doesn't really do that. He's like one of our best O-line tackles, and he's kind of like letting guys get by him. But to be fair, Seattle's defense. I mean, there is kind of a reason why there's somewhat called the Legion of Doom or Boom 2.0. Ugh. Unreal. But anyway, fourth quarter begins. Seattle starts a 5-yard drive, 37 yards, lasted a minute and 46 seconds, but then resulted in a touchdown pass from Sam Darnold from Barner, 16 yards. Extra point from a Meyer is good. It is 19-0 Seattle. But hold your horses. They might be down and it might be over, but Drake May is still going to try to find a way to at least salvage some of his little bit of his Super Bowl legacy right here. He starts a 3-play drive, lasted 65 yards and lasted 57 seconds, but resulted in a pass from him to Matt Collins, 35 yards, touchdown. PAT from Borregales is good. 19-7. Patriots aren't really done yet. But then, after getting the ball back, he throws another interception after trying to make another drive. Field goal from Seattle is good, or resulted in another Seattle field goal, 22-7 from Meyer, this time from 26 yards. Yeah, lovely. I didn't want to go over the play, but anyway, yeah. Then we get the ball intercepted again. Wait, did we intercept the ball? Yeah, another interception for Drake May. But didn't result in anything. Patriots do make a drive, 8 yards, 65 or 65 or not 8 yards, 8 plays, 65 yards, and lasted 2 minutes and 6 seconds, but resulted in a Drake May touchdown pass. Wait a minute. What happened? Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So the interception did result in the pick six. Okay, so it was a pick six touchdown return. Whoops. From Drake May, intended for Keyshawn Boutte, but Inenzo, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, takes it for the yards, touchdown. PAT is good. It's 29-7, Seattle. But then New England does go on, as I said, back to this touchdown drive. Does do another touchdown drive. Lasted like 8 plays, 65 yards, lasted 2 minutes and 6 seconds, just to try to salvage something out of this game. But resulted in a Drake May pass to Ramondre Stevenson for 7 yards. The PAT. Oh well, actually, hold on. No, actually, the PAT is fails. Wait. Oh wait, no. Actually, it's a 2-point conversion. Okay, never mind then. All right, the 2-point conversion to Hunter Henry fails, and yeah, that was kind of it. And that's pretty much where your final score would stand. 29-13. As I said, I mean, I will give, if there is anything to give out of this game from New England, it was our defense. They basically kept us in this game the entire game. I mean, seriously. And heck, there's one player on that team on that defense that literally did try to keep us in that game and kept was that kind of like driving force. It was Christian Gonzalez. I will say that. And there were a few times he almost like picked off a few passes a few times too. Like I literally thought, all right, okay. But they just like, yeah, there was even one like during the early part of the game where like, man, he's trying to pull off a Stephon Gilmore kind of interception that he had in the last Super Bowl we were in against the Rams. Or when we played against the Rams, Super Bowl 53, where like he made like basically kind of like a grab interception, kind of like intended for LA's one of their receivers, and he basically said, nope, not. So yeah, Gonzalez almost kind of made one of those interceptions, but to no avail. He also made one. I mean, we'll give one person credit in this game, and that's Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, I'll give it credit on that. But yeah, Drake May just, apart from the forecourt, did not have a pretty good game. And a lot of it also is too, I felt like he just couldn't find anybody. He was like getting sacked a ton of times. He was also throwing a few interceptions too. One that resulted, as I said, a pick six. But I will give the dude credit. He is somewhat of a rookie. He's a sophomore. He's still kind of young. I mean, just kind of sucks for the dude because I felt like, man, he was that close. We were that close to getting the job done. Just, it's the luck of the game. And sadly, Seattle was just a better team than we were today. I mean, at this point, I'm not too upset. I mean, I am a bit upset, but not like I can. Yeah, basically kind of do. Yeah, I mean, we're going to still move on to the point. I mean, I will say this. When Mike Vrabel made that prediction, we'll win more ball games than we'll lose, I didn't imagine this is how the season would end up. Not only did we win more ball games than we lose, we exceeded that. We won even more games. Like basically turn a full reversal from last year's game, where we rarely won any games. Like I think 4 or so. Literally won back our division again. Cruise, well, basically kind of fought our way through the postseason. Got our first postseason win since 2018, since Super Bowl 53, and made it all the way to the Super Bowl. Basically taking down Houston's defense and Denver's defense and basically outplaying them. And just, this is just the luck of the game. I mean, hats off to Seattle. They played a good game. Their defense basically shut us out for the most part. It just sucks because the thing I'm upset about is you don't get as much chances with this as many. And I hope we're back next year. Let's see if our schedule says otherwise. Looking at our schedule, it's going to be tough. Everybody was talking about how easy our schedule was this year. Let's go into next year and see how that works out. Well, hopefully we are back. And I feel like maybe confidence-wise, we will be. Maybe this might be motivators for next year. You know what? We came this close. We kind of screwed ourselves in this game, but you know what? Let's try to work harder next year. You know what? Maybe start proving some dollars wrong. Yeah. In victory and defeat, Patriots till I die. Yeah. I mean, the party I was at my parents' house, it was pretty nice. Got to hang out with the nephews and niece. Yeah. They were trying to find an owl because apparently they watched some show like What We Do in the Shadows. Apparently there's like some reference. Like when they see the owl, that means like the game's over or something like that, or he did some little game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my nephew was trying to talk to me about football and stuff like that. The oldest nephew, like trying to talk about, yeah, yeah. I kind of want to show him Tom Brady to see if like Tom Brady's around and stuff like that. There is one commercial, the Dunkin' Donuts commercial, that was pretty funny, where like they had Matt Damon doing like kind of like that Goodwill Hunting, and then like had like a lot of characters from the '90s. They had Joey from Friends, Steve Urkel was there. Which, by the way, looking at him now with no glasses, man, he looks real different. Kind of. They had even Sam Malone from Cheers or Ted Danson. Yeah, they had him on there. They had a few people in there, kind of like some old '90s. Then they had Jennifer Aniston, also from Friends, and then did the whole "How do you like these apples" kind of deal. And Tom Brady's there. Yep. Yeah. See, guys, that's the goat. Yeah. Man, he's a goat. Huh? Uncle Thomas, but he's not an animal though. A goat as being greatest of all time. I probably had to explain them. Goat means the greatest of all time. Yeah. He was the greatest football player of all time. Hands damn right he was, Tom Brady. Yeah, yeah, we should have had him a little bit longer. Yeah. It's kind of like that quote in The Office, like, it's like, you don't know when the good times are over when they are over, kind of deal. Yeah. Well, hopefully the good times do return again. Yeah. Hopefully they do return again. And hopefully maybe next year around this same time, they're in it and we're talking about a Super Bowl victory and bringing home Banner 7. I do believe this group, and even Mike Vrabel, I will believe this, and I will stamp this on here. I believe before his time is done coaching at New England, he's going to get a ring. He's going to get a ring as a coach. He's going to finish what his former coach and former teammate got started, kind of deal. Yeah, and even owner too. Yeah, you think about it. Yeah, Robert Kraft. Well, he's still here. He's still here. Yeah, yeah. But don't worry. Yeah. Well, congrats to Seattle. Second Super Bowl in their franchise history. I still can't believe we have a stat where we have like lost the most Super Bowls in of any franchise. Ugh. I had to read that notification from Scheffner. Like, really? That can't really be. Yeah, we've kind of are tied for the most, and we've lost the most. That, yeah, 12. Yeah, I was about to say, is this 6? So 12 altogether. So I don't know. Right, hold on. 86 or 85, 96, 2007, 2011, 2017. I'm trying to. Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6. All right, yeah, 6. You're right. Yeah, that's 6. So we won 6 and we lost 6. All right, so we been in 12 Super Bowls and lost 1-6 and won 6 and lost 6. Okay. I'm trying to do math. I was trying to do math on my fingers. I'm bad at math, if you can tell. All right, let's wrap it up for tonight. Did hear some Red Sox news, trade news. So apparently today somebody released like a bit of like intel saying that a trade between us, the Cardinals, and the Astros almost happened, where we would have gotten Isaac Paredes and Houston would have gotten Brendan Donovan. And maybe St. Louis, I'm not really sure what they would have got. But yeah, apparently it went through. I'm not really sure why it didn't go through. Well, not went through, sorry. It fell through. And I'm not really sure why it fell through. That's lovely to hear. I still think, this is my opinion. I don't think or the signing up IKF or Isaiah kind of Falefa means our season's over. And it better not be. Well, not our off season is over. It better not be our off season is over with that move. There better be another bad signing or trade coming up, because we cannot go into spring training worse offensively. I mean, pitching wise, I mean, okay, if we don't add another arm to the rotation, Maybe another reliever. I would want us to maybe add another reliever because you can never have any more relievers. But the rotation, I mean, it's fine. It's set. And I'm really excited to see that. I really love to see Crochet as your number one and Ranger Suarez as your number two. And maybe who else, maybe otherwise, come after him, kind of. Whether it's Conley early, Peyton Tolley, whoever, Brian Bayo, Tanner Houck, we don't know what might happen with him, though. But yeah. But or even the other moves they made, Sonny Gray. We forgot about that. Yeah, we did acquire Sonny Gray. You could just move him into the third. Yeah. But anyway. Rotation is stacked, okay, but offensively, we cannot go into the season after letting Bregman go just like that. We need to get another bat. I don't know, another power bat. And if you think Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is that dude, you are quite mistaken. All right. All right, let's wrap it up. All right, so looking like nobody's playing again until Wednesday, and that is the Celtics again. Because no Red Sox games. Patriots have just started their offseason. Red Sox don't start spring training games for at least a few more weeks. And the Bruins don't play again until the 26th because of the Winter Olympics. So it looks like Wednesday will be the next time anybody plays. So, and that will be on Wednesday. That will be a 6:30 start or tip-off, 7:30 Eastern time, whatever time zone you live in, or wherever you live in the world, because we do have some international listeners too. You know what to do. See what time it is in your time zone and tune in. And this game will be against the Chicago Bulls, so hopefully we can get some payback for what they happened to us a few Saturdays ago in Chicago. All right. I think that's about it. I think we're going to call it a night. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for giving these. Well, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully we can just bounce back from this Patriots loss and just hopefully you can just move on and recover soon from this. I mean, as I said, Patriots till I die kind of deal. Win or lose. All right. See you guys. Maybe, Monday, tomorrow, if no news happens, we probably just won't record. Tuesday, maybe we might record. Maybe I might do a little bonus episode. Who knows? I'll have to figure it out. Maybe we'll just take that day off too. Maybe get 2 days off. And just won't bounce back until Wednesday night. Unless some news happens. All right. We'll also talk about some who might be leaving for the Patriots free agent wise and stuff like that, what their plans for the offseason might be. But until then, we're just going to call it a night and we'll see you potentially Wednesday. All right. Bye, Niana.